Hello students, very good morning to everyone. Today I am here to present a video of electrical measuring techniques. This is the video number 5 in which we are going to cover the topics, that is types of measuring instruments. Here we are going to see the classification of the measuring instruments, and the main types of measuring instrument that we are going to study are absolute and secondary instruments. After that, we are going to see what are the uses of these different types of instruments in the last slide. So just we will start with the next slide. Okay, so before going towards the classification of measuring instruments, let us again have a overview of what is measuring instrument. The instrument used for measuring the physical and electrical quantities is known as the measuring instrument. Friends, as we know that instruments are used in wide range of places. Okay, so depending upon that, the instruments are called by its name. Here we are seeing the electrical measuring instruments where we calculate the we denote the quantities into electrical. We measure the quantities in electrical form and then we show it on the display unit. The term measurement means the comparison between the two quantities of the same unit. Okay, so in the first lecture we have seen example of the measurement. That is what we have seen. We are using two quantities, that is one is known quantity and one is unknown quantity, and by measuring or by calculating the difference between the two, we can measure the quantity which is unknown to us. The magnitude of one of the quantity is unknown and it is compared with the predefined value. Here what we have to do is we have to compare the unknown quantity and the known quantity. Okay, so this is about the measuring instrument, basics of the measuring instrument. Now moving ahead, we will see the classification of the instruments. Okay, so here we have shown a flow chart in which we can see how the instruments are classified. The first stage is instruments are classified into three: mechanical instruments, electrical instruments and electronic instruments. So depending upon the requirement of the user, the instruments are classified into these three categories. After that, electrical instruments are classified into absolute and secondary direct instruments. Okay, so in our syllabus, we have these main two types of instruments that we have to study. Okay, so in this today's video, we will see what is absolute instrument and what is secondary direct instruments and how they are further classified. Okay, now the secondary direct instruments are classified into two types, that is analog instrument and digital instrument. As from the name itself, we can recognize that analog instruments are the instruments which are used to measure the quantity and show it into analog form, and the digital instrument in which the quantity is measured and we can denote it into digital form. Now the analog instruments are further classified into two: deflecting instrument and null deflection instrument. Then the deflecting measuring instrument are classified into three, that is indicating, integrating and recording instrument. Okay, so the application where we have to indicate something, we use the indicating instrument. Then second one is integrating, where the data is collected or integrated in any form, it is called as the integrating instrument. And the third one is recording instrument, where some data is collected or recorded in electrical or digital form. Okay, so this is about the classification of the instruments. Then moving ahead to the next slide. First one, the main two types of instruments that we have to study in the first unit are the absolute instrument. Now, what is actually the absolute instrument? So, before going towards the theoretical concept, just remember that the absolute instrument is what where the mathematical calculation is required to knowing the actual physical quantity. Means the instrument will measure the quantity, physical quantity in some form, but it is not the exact output what we need. We have to calculate that physical quantity, and then we can get the actual data that we have to measure. Okay, so first point, we will see the absolute instrument gives the value of measured quantities regarding the physical constant. Second point is the physical constant means the angle of deflection, degree, and the meter constant. Means here what we have to do, the instrument will get the physical quantity in the means of angle of deflection. Means it can calculate the angle of deflection or the degree. Then the mathematical calculation is required for knowing the value of the physical constant. So using this angle of deflection or degree, we can do the mathematical calculation, and after this calculation we can get the value of physical quantity. The tangent galvanometer, here we have given an example of tangent galvanometer. It is an absolute type of instrument. Then the last point is, in tangent galvanometer, the magnitude of current passes through the coil determines by the tangent of the angle of deflection of their coil. The horizontal component of the earth, magnetic field, radius, and the number of turns of the wire used. Okay, so what we have seen in this point, in tangent galvanometer, the magnitude when it passes the current through the coil. Okay, so the magnitude of this current which is passed through the coil, it is determined by the tangent of the angle of deflection. Okay, so this angle is measured, and after the calculation we can get the actual output. We can get the actual reading of that tangent galvanometer. This is about the absolute instrument. So main point is that in absolute instrument we need to do the mathematical calculation to get the actual value of the physical quantity. Then opposite to this there is a secondary instrument. So first point is, in the secondary instrument the deflection shows the magnitude of the measurable quantities. Means what? Here we are using a scale which shows the magnitude of the quantity to be measured. So here we can see the actual reading which we need to observe. The calibration of the instruments with the standard instrument is essential for the measurement. The output of this type of device is directly obtained and no mathematical calculation is required for knowing their value. So as in the absolute instrument we need to calculate the physical quantity to get the actual reading, but in secondary instrument we need not to calculate it mathematically. The output of the physical quantity is directly shown on the scale or on the output display of the measuring instrument. So this is the difference between absolute and secondary. Then after this we will see the digital instrument. As we know that the digital instrument gives the output in the numeric form. Means actual the number of that reading is shown on the display. The instrument is more accurate as compared to the analog instrument because no human error occurs in the reading. Means we can see the actual reading which is accurate as compared to the analog instrument. Then we will see the analog instrument. The instrument whose output varies continuously is known as the analog instrument. The analog instrument has the pointer which shows the point of the measurable quantities. Okay, so here the reading is not in the form of digital form, it is in the form of analog. And the devices are classified into two types. First one is null type instrument, and the second is deflection type instrument. Okay, so now we will see the two types, that is null type instrument and deflection type of instrument. Just remember that the output display of the digital instrument in the form of numeric value, and in analog it is in the form of analog form, which is shown by the pointer of the output display. The secondary instruments, now they are further classified into these three types, that is indicating instrument, integrating instrument, and the recording instrument. As in the starting we have discussed about this, the indicating instrument where the physical quantity is actually indicated on the display. Then the examples of indicating instrument we can see in general ammeter and the voltmeter. All these types of, or the speedometer, these are the indicating instruments where the voltage or current or the speed of any vehicle is actually shown on that instrument. Then second type is integrating instrument. Integrating means what? It integrates a type of data. Okay, so we have seen the indicating instrument, then the integrating instrument. The example of integrating instrument is the ECG machine, for an example, where the data is collected and it is represented in the form of some graph. So this type of instrument is called the integrating instrument. In the further slides we will see one by one with an example, and also see the definitions of these three types of instrument. All these three are the secondary types of instruments. And the third one is recording instrument. Okay, so as the name indicates, what is the main function of this instrument? It is to record some data and collect it in that instrument. Here the example of recording instrument is our electricity meter, where the periodically the data is collected and it is denoted on the display, and the data is collected in that particular instrument. Okay, so these are the three types of secondary types of instrument. Now in the further slide we will see one by one. First one is indicating instrument. So these instruments indicates the physical quantity to be measured directly from the graduated scale. Okay, so what does it mean? Indicating instrument, it is the main function of this instrument is to indicate something. For example, the ammeter, speedometer, and also the voltmeter. What here it is done? Ammeter, it indicates the reading in the form of it indicates the current in the form of amperes. Then speedometer, it indicates the speed of the device, and voltage voltmeter, here the voltage is indicated on the display. These are the basic three examples of indicating instrument. Then the second type, here we have shown two examples of ammeter and the voltmeter. Okay, so here we can see the display is in the form of pointer. So according to the physical quantity, the pointer will move upwards towards the higher scale. These are the two types of indicating instrument. Then next is the recording instrument. As from the name itself we can say it is used to record some data. This instrument records the physical quantity to be recorded on a graph paper with the help of an ink pen attached to it. Okay, so if you have seen anywhere the ECG device, what it does, it collects the data, and the data is collected on the indicated on that paper, graph paper, by using a particular device. Means a particular device is designed to record and denote it on a paper. This is an example of recording instrument. Then here there is an example of recording instrument, the strip chart recorder. Okay, so here you can see on the left side there is a roll of paper. This is a roll of paper and this is the instrument. So these two pointers are fluctuated according to the reading of the physical quantity, and at this point the pointer release some ink which prepares a graph on this paper, and the roll is continuously rolled towards right to left. So as the reading moves ahead, this roll also rotates and the reading is denoted on this graph paper. So in this type the data is recorded and is represented on this graph paper. So this is called as the recording instrument. So this is the recording instrument. Now moving ahead to the third type, that is integrating instrument. Integrating instrument are those which measures the total quantity of the physical quantity delivered in a particular time. Okay, so here in the definition itself we have written an example of electricity meter. Okay, so here what it is done, the total quantity of that electricity which is consumed in that particular period or particular time, it is integrated and it is displayed on the electricity meter. Okay, so integrating instrument main function is that to integrate the data of particular fixed period and to denote it on the meter. Here there are three examples. First one is energy meter, second one is ampere hour meter, and watt hour meter. Okay, so these are the examples of integrating instrument. So this is our last point. Here the example of energy meter, that is our electricity meter. Here the data is shown in the form of digits. Here the digital data is represented on this integrating instrument. This is the example of integrating instrument. Now we will see what are the uses of these three different types of instrument. The first one is indicating instrument. Where it is used in all substations, laboratories, workshops, etc., where we have to indicate some physical data. The second type of instrument is recording instrument. It is used in powerhouses, hospitals, etc. And the third one is integrating instrument. It is used in end users like domestic consumers. We have seen the example of electricity meter. Okay, so in today's video lecture, we have started with the basic of what is actually an instrument. Then we have seen the flow chart or the classification of different types of instrument, in which the main types of instrument were analog and absolute and the secondary instruments. Absolute instrument is what where mathematical calculation is required to get the actual physical quantity, and secondary instrument is what where actual mathematical calculation is not required. It is directly denoted by the instrument. Then secondary instruments are further classified as analog and digital instruments, and then they are further classified as null and deflection instruments. After that, the further classification is indicating instrument, recording instrument, and integrating instrument. Here we have seen every instrument in detail with an example. Okay, so this is the end of today's topic. We will see you in the next lecture with a new topic. Till that, keep studying. Bye bye.